Is there any briefing given to you? What for you are here?
For enhancing our leadership qualities.
What is that?
For enhancing our leadership qualities.
Enhancing your leadership qualities. Okay. All of you should have pen and paper. Keep writing. You must take a picture of what you have written and then send it to me. That will be the assignment. So write your name on top so that when you take a picture, your name also will come there. Any page, when you write on top your name. When you take a picture, when you send it to me, introduce yourself. Because communication is most important in leadership. If anybody want to talk to some of your friends, both can go out. When you sit here, your eye should be on me. Unless I ask you to talk to somebody else. Okay. With that condition, you are sitting here. You also sit somewhere. Don't do this policing job. I want all of you, including teachers, students who are all attending here, because tomorrow I may become very strict. I will tell, unless you absent, you don't come to the class. Sometimes I am like that. If you want to attend, you have to be my student. Being my student is writing down every point. So just now I said one great quality you should have, that is taking notes. So you should write taking notes. Not that I will ask you what to write. When I said taking note, that ability to find out, oh, this word is important, is your first quality. Okay. So one of the greatest quality every teacher, every student, everyone who want to learn in this world, and that makes you different from animal. Animal will not take notes. You sit in the class, you listen, talk to somebody else, look here and there, all that is animal quality, which is not in order. Which is not in order, is not disciplined. From all that last bench, stand up. Come and fill up these seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. You sit here, don't change. When I see a class dense like this, it looks you are disciplined. Got it? If you don't have this order is called kramam. What is it called? Kramam. In Sanskrit the word is kramam. Which is not an order is called akramam. You heard no akram. What is akram? Lot of problems are called akramam. Not in order is called akramam. Suppose when I come, people were sitting like this, just waiting for some activity to happen. That means the class is in order. All these are getting recorded to go to YouTube as it is. So what do we expect tomorrow? An order in the class. Then taking notes. Every student, what is your weapon? Pen and paper. If you don't have pen and paper with you, you come and sit. You are not here to study. You think there is nothing to. You have to keep on writing. I said order. So what did I deal? Order. So I am going to ask you at the end of the session, what did I tell? The word order is written, you can look at it and say you talked about order. Otherwise that word will not come to you. What do you remember is what you write. What you hear, you will not remember. Even my students, I've got plenty of students all across the globe. Brightest of the brightest in the world. When they go to cinema theatre also, they will write. I also keep my notes. Even if I get some little time, the flight is delayed, I have something to. So keep on learning. Every moment in your life, the word moment is a technical word. Write down immediately. L-I-F-E. Life is a technical word. Don't think you know about it. Many people think that, oh, I know what life is. For me, life is different. Most of my books are written in the beginning. What I wrote is called life. This book is on life. This book I wrote in Delhi, Mayur Vihar. I was staying there. The book name is Life of Love. Another book which full of my poetry, 100 poems, Life. What do I teach? L-I-F-E. What is life? Live in full enjoyment. What is life?
Live
Full enjoyment. When I came here, all of you are discussing. You are enjoying. Correct? That's why you are doing it. But that's a temporary enjoyment. What will happen after some time? You will think, yeah, I should have used that time for a better purpose. Then you will become so tired thinking of wasting your time. You were asking time management, right? The last word was time management. I don't do time management classes at all. Because time managed means what? You are the master of the time. Are you the master of your time? Time will go. It is not in your control. So what are you doing those time is important. So what are you managing? Your activity management. So you will see time management, DrTPS, but soon after time I put a bracket and put activity management. What do I do?
Activity management.
Activity management. Assume I have got a small dabba with me, in which you have got a cricket ball. How many I can put inside this? 1, 2, 3. With 3 ball, this will be full. Assume that this is 24 hours. No less, no more. Exactly 24 hours. Okay? And all those balls are my major activities. So I can have 4 major activities in my life. Is there still time there? Gap in between? Yes. I can put small pebbles inside. How many? Too many. All of them are put, it becomes full. Will it become full?
Yes.
No. I can put sand. It will go within that. Still that is full. Assume that there is a glass jar. You can see through that. The sand will go inside. With that full, then put water. It will go inside. Right? Now do the other way. What is the other way? Put first water, then sand, then small pebble, and you will see 1 or 2 big balls will now no space in that jar. So how are you filling your time? Your activity need to be managed. You are the manager of your activities, but not manager of your time. So a lot of people will give lecture on time management workshop. When they call me, I say I'll come, but I'll say I'm not doing time management. I'm doing activity management. Now Rakshita says, no time, busy. Are you as busy as Prime Minister Modi or what? Do you have more time than the Prime Minister of India? He is doing a lot of things. Are we doing same? We are doing much less. We are not filling our time with the major activities. You are all doing time pass. One of the biggest time pass in India is eating. Just now I was given with the tiffin. I said, don't even open it. I have my strict discipline in my eating. I am not tempted by any extra food is given with the best taste also. No dog will eat extra food than what it is required. Therefore, dog is energetic. You understood what I am saying? Write down one great quote from me, which I just made. While sitting there and eating, while coming, thinking over it. When you don't eat, you cannot study. When you are starving, you cannot study. Okay? Your Madhya Pradesh has to be full. You know your Madhya Pradesh, right? The Madhya Pradesh is not full, Uttar Pradesh will not work. Okay? Your heart also will not work. You will keep thinking. Fine? But then, generally the Madhya Pradesh problem is, it will start burning. It's called dahanam. When you eat food, what happens? Digestion. The Sanskrit word is dahanam. Dahanam means firing. When you feel hungry, tummy will start burning. What is it happening? Burn. So this is your fireplace. Where is fire? In the tummy. That's why we call that we have fire in our tummy. When I have fire in my tummy, what should I do?
Water.
Then I will feel happy. So what you should do is drink a lot of water. Your beauty is proportional to, I am a mathematician. So beauty, you write proportion, right? How do you say? You write a infinity symbol, proportional to water. Or you put beauty with a arrow mark up, thumbs up, and water arrow mark. Okay. But the quote was what? The beginning?
When you don't eat, you cannot study.
When you eat more, you don't study. What is the quote? When you don't eat, you cannot study. When you eat more, you don't study. You just feel sleepy and you are going to sleep. So how much to be eaten? Your eating pattern should be what is minimum required for it. But your parents don't agree. They'll keep allowing you to eat. Because they are already patient, they want you also to be patient. Drink a lot of water. Ardha puradayed annam. Ardha, you don't understand, write it so that you can Google it. Or you can ask me after the class, Ardha, balance, what did you say? That's how you can ask question. Ardha means half. Correct? Ardha puradayed annam. Half of your tummy should be filled with annam. Annam is solid food. Tad ardham, half of that half, 25%. Varinam, water. Ardha puradayed annam, tadardham varinam tadha. Half of that half should be water. So what is that quarter portion? Free. When you have a mixie jar, assume you put full, it doesn't. You have to put water, sufficient water, and then grind it. Then you get nice chutney, right? We are a wet grinder, not a dry grinder. Our body is a wet grinder, not a dry grinder. So just don't put. So how much you have to eat? If I can eat 10 chapatis, you eat 10 chapatis? No? I can eat. Try, tomorrow I will eat. She must have seen, he must have seen, I am not eating. But if you challenge me, I will eat. It is not that I cannot eat, but I don't eat. You understood? There is a difference between don't and cannot. In India, all the rituals starts with upasam, upavasam. What is Upavasam?
Fasting.
Fasting is not those people who don't get food. They fast many times, but they are not religious people who get into salvation. You have it, but you don't want. Understood the difference? I don't have it, I don't want is not correct. They are the people, they don't have it, therefore they are not eating. So it's called starving. But you have it, you don't eat, it is called Upavasam. Upavasam is a higher grade, starving is a lower grade. Are you thinking? Think differently. Got it? So you have to eat, breakfast, eat like a king. I had a great breakfast today. I am sure none of you would have had that great breakfast. My breakfast is always full, so that the whole day, if I don't eat also, I don't mind. Okay? Heavy breakfast, but don't sleep. Energetic. You have to live like a fire. Live like a, write it down, otherwise you will not, you will forget. I am going to chant mantra for that later. The translation first, then the sloka. Live like a fire. Show your energy, every activity which you do. Clean your body. Very, very essential. Take bath. Be fresh. Get up as soon as you wake up. Each word is very carefully used. I am a good English teacher. My subject is mathematics, but I became English teacher in 1984 because before your parents would have taken birth. Okay. So you can bring your English text. I will teach you much better. My English classes are drama classes. No blah blah blah. I will act in the class. Look at film DrTPS. I am into films. You have to visualize. What is drama? Visualizing is drama. So when I am saying, you should visualize. Oh, what is this man saying? Concentration will come only when you start thinking about it. Got it? An animal will see something, only what is seeing it can see, but no visualization. But human being have a great imagination ability. What is imagination? Not physically active, when I said. Intellectually active. Jwalitam. What is it called? Jwala. Jwala is fire. I said show your energy, but not physical energy. More important is think, and don't become thunk. Think and thunk. That's what happens to most of the people in exam hall. Think and become thunk. No. Nimisham jwalitam sreyam. Nimisham jwalitam sreyam. All of you will have to write a report at the end of this program. Jwalitam. That is jwala. Firing. Every moment has to be like a fire. That's what I told you, right? Nimisham jwalitam sreyam natu dhumayitum chiram. Don't be like a fire which is smoky. The smoke will come when it is closed. The fire is inside but doesn't come out, is called smoke. But don't be a smoke. What you should become? Fire. Nimisham jwalitam sreyam nadu dhumayitum chiram. So you have energy inside you. Buddhi is working or not? You have to show it is working. How do you show? L-I-F-E. What is L-I-F-E? That will become temporary. But you want permanent enjoyment? What is to be done? Learn in full enjoyment. What is life? Another expansion. Learn in full enjoyment. So you got two expansions. L-I-F-E. Learn in full enjoyment. Write L-E-A-R-N. Learn. When you're driving with a learner's license, you have a L board. After learning, you remove L. What you will get? Once you remove L, what you will get? What you will get? L-E-A-R-N. Remove L. So after learning, what you should do? So what is life? Learning is an investment for future earning. You will not get in Google. Even if you get this expansion, DrTPS name will come there, because it's all invented by me. Okay. So learning is a great investment in life. So what are you doing now? You are investing your time. Do you want to waste it or invest it? You know the first word, probably I am here because I told your principal. Who is your principal? What is that? I was there in the veranda on April 14th. I came for a program in this hall for teaching teachers. I was standing there. She came to me and started talking to me. So first thing I asked is, how many A plus in your class? Morning also I was asking Debashish, right? How many A plus? Very bad. If I am here as maths teacher, all my students in 12th and 10th will get A plus. In all subjects I will get. Guarantee that all the students will get A plus in all subjects. Because only 40 children. And I don't have to teach at all. The students will learn. That is the technique which I am going to teach your teachers in the next 5 days. Do you want that or not?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Who said sir? Hold your hand here. Take it back. Slap. Sound should come. I don't mind somebody calling me sir. Immediately that sound also should come. If not, I will come. And if I slap you, 100%, though 5 fingers will not come. 4 fingers. Because I am very, very harsh. You know, how do I practice in your childhood? I don't know whether this is not. If I hit, probably it will break. At your age, when I was teenage, my practice was every part of my body will hit on the rock. Make it strong like this. Hit. Wherever I can hit, I will hit. Hit like this, hit like this, hit like this. I am from Kerala, Kalripayat. Every bit. This part also, if I hit, I will hit like this. If I see some pillar, my first job is hit, so that I become strong. So you can imagine if I hit, what will happen to you, right? Eh? I can lift the heaviest of this person and then lift you up also. You should have physical energy. What you should have? Physically fit. Okay. If you are not physically fit, your brain will not work. Assume that I have to stand and give lecture like this for next 5 days, and then go to Ludhiana another 2 days, then go to Kerala another 2 days. Keep on traveling like this. I am doing it for last 20 years without a break. Not even a single holiday in my life. 20 years I was with the Space Department as scientist. In between I was here in Delhi with the RAW, Military Intelligence Department, as Deputy Director. No rest. Not required. Actually, you don't require rest, because I am not working. I am enjoying. I am enjoying, you are suffering. Correct? Are you enjoying or not?
Yes. You are enjoying.
Learning in full enjoyment. During my childhood, while studying also, I was enjoying. and therefore I failed in all exams. I was thrown out of a school. How many of you are in 8th grade? Lift your hands. Only one student in 8th class? Why you only failed? My class there were 27 children in 8th class. And brightest of the brightest selected, government school. Selected from the whole district. All the teachers were also selected as the best teachers. AEO, DEO, all of them were taken to the school as teachers. Can you imagine? The best teachers in the district, the whole state was taken and then put them as to make a model school, and which was called in Tagore's name, Tagore Vidya Niketan. 1974, 20,000 people wrote admission test and I got into the class. 27 children. I was one among them, brightest who came into the class. All of the students are bright. So how will be the competition? For rank 1? Huge competition, right? Everybody is very bright. Teachers are best teachers. Best of the best teachers. Physics, maths, chemistry. Every teacher is great. We had Kathakali, art forms, dance, craft. Model school. I was one of the luckiest. But what happened was I got a rank with no competition. Nobody could beat me every time. Which is that where nobody can beat? Last rank. Continuously last rank. One name. Not DrTPS that day. Shashi Kumar. Then the end of the year, principal called me, gave a cover. I thought some love letter. Opened it, transfer certificate, get out of the school. I was thrown out of the school. I went back to the same school, give certificates and prizes for the best winners. They called me as a chief guest. So you are not a good student and now doesn't matter. What matters is how are you going to change? And the example. A worst student can become a good learner tomorrow, in case if you want. So there is no bad student or good student. Worst student cannot study, do not study. All these are under bad dictionary form. Learning is an investment for future earning. All of you can learn. Generally teachers will say, or chief guest when they come for a program, they will say students are the leaders of, write it down, students are the leaders of. That's what a great quote some stupid fellow told somewhere. Some philosopher told somewhere. People keep quoting it and keep saying students are the leaders of. No, I don't believe. Students are the leaders of today. You are great now itself. Why do you want tomorrow? Though I was a bad student, I was not a bad boy. I was a bad student, but I was not a bad boy. I knew many things. I was into art, I was into writing poems, I was into drama, I used to milk cow, sell it, make money, started business. 8th grade I started my own shop. I was rich, I was into farming. I do a lot of activities. Only in classroom I was not concentrating. That is because not worth most of them. And then I went back to my own village, my own school where my brother was my social science teacher, my another brother was my, because the school is run by our management, all the teachers are my relatives. And if principal calls me, I will go and sit on his lap. Because he used to come to my house in the evening for tiffin, right? So they are all my relatives. So what is important is, how are you spending your time to improve your knowledge for tomorrow? So I had difficulty because 8th, 9th, 10th I did not do well. I had a lot of problems. I had to put a lot of effort. 11th also I failed. 10th I just passed. And my brother was a professor in a college. He said you cannot learn mathematics. You can only learn social science. Because social science anybody can learn, right? Mathematics is tough, right? Physics is tough. Chemistry is tough. Science subjects are tough. My brother is a zoology professor. So he said no biology you cannot learn because technical terms are very tough. Mathematics you can't even understand. Then I told my brother, I will show you, I'll take PhD in my mathematics. Challenging my brother made me a mathematician, not interest in mathematics. So he said, I will not give you seat in this college. I said, I will get a seat in your college. Challenged my brother. So I went into politics, got a seat in the college, and my classmate is the General Secretary for Congress, the third top man in Congress in India now, K.C. Venugopal. You will see with Rahul Gandhi all the time on Shadow Man. That is my classmate. We studied together in same class, like this, sat together. He is there, his house is here only. I can stay with him. If I tell him that I am here, he will call me there. Understood? So one of my colleague became the topmost politician in India. We played together. I was a good player, he was also a good player. He played volleyball. We are volleyball players. My cousin brother, who was a mathematics professor, but he was also a BP Ed, physical education teacher. He was the national referee for volleyball. I am saying why am I saying this? Not to tell my family history. All of you should have interest in games, arts, sports, dance, music, every subject in the world. When you can learn this? Now. Don't become just mathematics. If you are good in maths, you are good in physics. If you are good in physics, you are good in chemistry. You are good in chemistry, you can learn biology. If you can learn all these subjects, you know the biochemistry of person, your psychology will be better. You don't know science and you become a psychologist, you have to learn psychology with biochemistry. Understood? A science person can learn psychology much better. So I am a psychotherapist. I have got an MS in psychotherapy and counseling. So that time I have to learn biochemistry, psychology, without biochemistry, pharmacology. You know what is pharmacology? When you take medicine, how does it affect your body? So I learned biology. 10th class I left biology, maths, physics, chemistry, +1, +2. Then went into mathematics. Then my MSc, MPhil, PhD not mathematics. I did physics, close subject in physics, fluid mechanics. So I am a mechanics man. Chemistry, my first paper got published in chemical engineering, so I know chemistry. But then I started reading psychology. Then I found that without biology I cannot do. So I took my 10th class book again and then started learning biology. I joined Department of Space thinking I am a mathematician. My first job was making maps. You have seen Google Map now. I made Google Maps probably 30 years back. So that is geography, social science. I thought maths is important, social science is useless. But when I got a job, what came into my hand? Social study. And I was working with the Prime Minister's office. My job was strategy management. How the relation with other country has to be. How do you have to relate with Pakistan, Afghanistan, all these relationship, history, politics. So all social science I had to study, biology I have to study. So if somebody comes and asks you what you want to be, don't say I want to be a doctor, I love biology but not social science. Don't do it up to 10th class. You have to study every subject. 11th and 12th, maths, physics, chemistry, biology, if you can learn, you can branch into any subject later. But if you skip biology, maths, physics, if you skip mathematics, when you go to economics, you will find it difficult. Because there is a great subject called econometrics. I was teaching MBA, I am a professor of MBA. And in which bookkeeping, accountancy, we teach all the subject including economics, full of mathematics. Got it? So don't skip your, and even if you want to become a doctor, biology, after MBBS, you go for masters, MD, MS. There is a paper called research methodology, in which lot of statistics will come. So if some biology students thinks I don't require mathematics, MBBS is fine, but nobody goes to MBBS doctors now. They go only to with a higher degree, MS, MD, right? So what? Again you will have to study maths. And if some student comes and say, I want to be a doctor, I will ask, do you want to be a teacher? No, I don't want to be a teacher. I will give a shapa to them saying that you can never become a doctor. Because every doctor, after some time, in the board you can see a bottom line, professor of oncology, comma, so and so university, medical college. So ultimately every doctor becomes a teacher. And every doctor is a teacher to their patient. No doctor is good if you cannot teach. Not even patients, the relatives also will come and surround you. You have to tell all of them the reason behind it. That is teaching only, right? So what is the best profession in the world? I am a scientist, I have got 20 people working under me. After 2 years my job is teaching them what to do. I don't do, I will make others to do. I must have trained a lot of people. Why I came to department here, from Department of Space, ISRO, I came to Delhi in the defense, combined defense services was not there that time. Actually I was the secretary to start. During that time I had lot of brigadiers under me. My class used to be brigadiers and about. That is why I become so strict. When I come to the class you have to be like this and all. Because I was teaching those police people, all that people, right? I love to have that discipline in the class. How do they behave? They will not, they will say loud. When they speak with the full voice. You want to know how our army people will perform? Anybody have seen Wagah border parade? All of you, if you have not seen, go to YouTube, Wagah border parade. You will see them while walking. You don't see like this. You will see their feet goes up to this level. That's how they walk. The energy you must see, right? Correct? You must show that we have that energy, so the Pakistan people also will show the same thing back. That is the Wagah border parade. You should have that energy. If you don't have at this age, what will happen to you after some time? Nimisham Jwalitam Sreyam Natu Dhumayitum Chiram. You should have a lot of questions. Write down at least 100 questions tomorrow and then come to my class. Only one day starting I will have, then questions only. You can ask me anything. I wish I have some questions from this school where I cannot answer. Then I will rate this school is the best. But don't look at some dictionary and then ask me spelling. What is required for it? It is not to test my knowledge. You can test my knowledge, doesn't matter. But then I will ask you a lot of questions. Why did you get this question? It has to be something useful for you, to help you to become leaders. So you look at leadership DrTPS classes. So many there will be on video. So your task today is to go and look at the YouTube DrTPS leadership. Last 4 days I was giving lecture on leadership. Leadership Communication Conference which happened from UK. Organized by Yes You Can International, YYCI. So YYCI DrTPS. My name is DrTPS, without dot, without gap. DrTPS. YYCI. You will see one lady from Africa migrated to UK, and you see most of the time I edit it, cut it and then put it, but some places I allow. And she says, I am her master. I am the mentor for her. My personal mentor, that's how she says. I don't know her age, probably it may be 70, 80s. Queen Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas II. That's her name. Professor Queen Elizabeth. You must see, she has students more than 190 countries. And she is a professor, she is a doctor, but she works in a company as part-time. This is only she has got many doctorates. Many countries have given her doctorates. She is doing some mean job. Small jobs only. And the other day she was telling, one of the topic was happiness, and I gave a lecture on happiness, but I cannot give a happiness lecture without mentioning the word sukham. That's a Sanskrit word, right? Do you think an African living in London must have heard the word sukham? No. So she writes spelling, please. She will write SUGHAM, sukham. Then I told her, today at least 5 people you should talk to, Indians who are working under her. Many people, Indians, are working in London under her. So she went and spoke to them. Sukham? If you see somebody and ask, sukham? A British or an African come and ask you sukham? Then you will say, yeah, sukham. Yeah, you know Indian language. Correct? Next day she came and told me, yeah, I spoke to 5 people about sukham. So whatever I teach, they at the age 70 they practice. Why? Only human being can learn. You must have heard this word sukham many times. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why should I ask yes or no 4 times?
Yes.
Have you heard the name sukham?
Yes.
The word
Yes.
sukham.
Yes.
Repeat louder.
Yes.
I am asking 4 times.
Yes.
No sir. Slap.
Sir.
Yes is enough. Say yes.
Yes.
Louder. Yes.
Yes.
That should be the reaction. Ready? Finished. Habit is not there because your class only blah 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 from the teacher, they don't respond. Respond. Write the word respond. Now what are you doing? You are reacting. When I am saying, you are doing it. That's called reaction. I don't want reaction. I want response. So respond. Ready?
Yes.
You have to learn how to respond. Okay? So all my lectures are with the numbers. Prefixed. What is the prefix? Today is 2024. So I will write 24 YY MM DD. Write down YY MM. Why are you not writing? YY MM DD. Everything has to be written. Don't look at me and waste time. YY year, MM month. So today is, write today's. Tell me what is today? 24 05 20. 24 05 20 is this. So you wanted to see this video on YouTube. One camera is here, so you are being recorded. One camera is here, I am being recorded. I will mix both of them and then put it. I do my editing. I am into films. I know mixing, editing and all that. Okay. 20 20 10 14. 14th October 2020, during COVID time. I told somebody I wrote a book and this is the book. And it is available on my website. You know what the student does from America? She is a student from America, 9th class. Immediately she, wait, let me look at it. Immediately she will Google, look at the book. Yeah, the cover page looks beautiful. Why did you put this as cover page? Questions keep coming. Even if I show you, you don't ask questions. That is where response is not there. You understood? And immediately what she did? Let me look at the poem. I will read one poem. Wait. And she read. So many questions. And you have to listen. Almost 3 hours discussion we had. But American people don't want to show their faces. They don't even use Microsoft. You think that America is a very liberal country. Parents will allow children to use computers. They don't allow WhatsApp. They don't allow children to use Up to 18 years, very restricted. After that, it is full free. Okay, so she has to take permission from parent to talk to me. Her mother only connected me to her, and then we had lot of chat. And at the end, I said, I am going to post this on YouTube. So she asked, Papa, shall? No. He said, without a picture, you can put it. So you will not see who is responding, but you will see that's respond. Wonderful, very good. I will love to read this. So many. So each word when we speak, there is a response. The classroom has to be with a response. But generally what happens, the teachers speak to the board, no response. I teach mathematics. My official job, not last, but the last but one. Now I have got another job. Not that what is read in the beginning. That was 2019 biodata. They have taken from some Google. Not that. Now I am a professor of practices in the ICFAI. There is a university which is the largest university in India with a lot of centers, and in which my designation is professor of practices. That means I can go to any university and teach anytime. I am mentoring lot of teachers and students in the MBA grade and such research and all that. Before that, I was a mathematics professor of KL University. You can see mathematics classes KLH, DrTPS. You will see mathematics of your 10th, 9th, 8th, all these classes. But whom I am teaching? I am teaching MBA, BTech and MTech. Same mathematics which you learned in your classroom, I am teaching those students. And you know what is the class which I am taking? Campus to corporate. What is the class? After your education, you want to get a corporate job, you have to have analytical skill, mathematical ability, data analysis and all such things. The other day from Kerala, one girl, same way, they don't want to show their faces. You will see percentage mathematics DrTPS. Whatever is taught, the percentage. I will go without a board, without a chalk, without a class. I will keep talking and you have to write your mathematics. What happens when I write, you will copy it without understanding. When I speak, you want to write, you must understand, then only you can write. So I speak mathematics. I don't teach mathematics. And who has to learn? You have to learn. If you have the ability to write what I am speaking, then you understood that question. Understood? And then think about it. No animal can do it. You think any animal can do it? Have you seen an animal taking classes, lot of animals sitting like this?
No.
Eh?
No.
So what is the difference between an animal and a human being?
Learn.
Humans can learn in the classroom. Animal will also learn, but looking at somebody beside them. We collect lot of information, write it and publish books, read books. That's only extra. So how many extra books you have read in your life? That much human being you are. If you are not reading anything, not even your textbook, you will only do something to get the marks in exam. Getting marks in exam, 2 weeks. Be with me. I will show you how to get 100 out of 100. 1 year class is actually to teach you a lot of things. Understand. If you don't understand also, you can get marks. Exam, right? Exam, study, points, 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 DrTPS. You will see a blog, how to enjoy exam. Exam, tension. Full tension, no exam? Yes or no?
Sir.
Again, sir? Slap. How many of you enjoy exam? Why? Any exam, keep on enjoying. I write lot of exams and many of you don't enjoy, right? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Enjoy or not?
Yes.
Yes.
I will tell you how to write exam. Exam is the only place where you get free paper. Is there any other place where you get free paper? So during my MBA, I am also LLB. So how many papers I must have written? No, 300 papers. By the time the teacher gives paper, reach there, by the time again. And only one place, when teacher calls you, you will have to go. Even if you don't have respect, you will say, yes. Do you call ma'am, sir and all here? I don't call, okay. Call by name. That is the new style. Or maybe Didi, Akka, teacher, something you want. Teacher is a good word. Teacher is a teacher. Sir is a common word. Every clerk is also sir, right? Yes, teacher is a good word. Yes, master is a good word. But we don't call them. Any clerk also you call ma'am. Teacher also you call ma'am. What is the difference? Your conductor, you won't get a balance. You will call sir. You go to a booking clerk in the railway station. Him also you will call sir. Sir has become a common word for everybody, right? Do you want to? Don't call a doctor who is teaching you as sir. Call him as doctor only. A professor has to be called as professor. You cannot call a justice as sir. When you go to court, you should call them as my lord, justice. A minister has to be addressed as minister. Governor has to be addressed as governor, but not sir. So what designation, what job they do, accordingly, a brigadier has to be called as brigadier. You don't call him as Jayachandran sir. Brigadier Jayachandran. Correct? Are you getting what I am saying?
Yes, teacher.
Wonderful. I am a professor. Okay, I am a doctor. So I am a DrTPS, right? So when the exam hall, what you do? Beautiful margin. Here, the other side also, when you stitch it, this side will go, right? So what you should do? That part also you, the other side when you write, it becomes another margin, right? Another margin. And top another margin. And bottom another margin. So how much you are writing actually? So you know how do I write 300 pages? And teachers will become so happy. Why? Because when it is generally it is being tied with a thread, right? You will write your question number here. To look at it, they will have to open it. And beautiful handwriting. Paragraph, paragraph, paragraph separate. No books in this world is written as one paragraph. But I have seen most of the answer sheets, students write one paragraph. So you want your children to get good marks, make them to write exams. How many number of exams you write, how many times they practice, how many times you correct it. Generally teachers don't correct, they evaluate. Evaluation is giving marks. Giving marks is not important, correcting is important. Assume my child is bad, not able to get. I am only doing testing. I am doing examination. These two words, test and examination, comes in schools and also in medical laboratory. Urine test, urine examination, mathematics test, mathematics examination. Same word. But in doctor philosophy, when the test parameters are low, they don't scold the patient. They treat them. But in school philosophy, when the parameters, that your marks is less, parents will scold you, teachers will scold you, everybody will scold you. Correct? So bad, yeah? You are a patient, if doctor scolds, your disease will go. Eh? If I tell you are useless, will your fever will go?
No.
I have to give medicines. That medicine is making you to practice exam. You are hearing most of the new philosophies probably in your life. And what had happened when you are in age grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, with a lot of disease you are promoted. Everybody passes, goes up to 10th class. And 10th class, the big disease, chronic disease, finished, failed. You will pass, but less marks passing is no meaning today. You have to be the best. Okay, so you should enjoy writing exam. How do you enjoy writing exam? Practice. How do you enjoy driving cycle? Practice. How do you enjoy swimming?
Practice.
Any water you put, you will swim. Any exam you give, I will write. I will pass. Understood? So if you are good in maths, you are also good in physics. You are also good in geography. Every subject. Because every subject is connected. No subject is different from other subject. Any English teacher I challenge. You tell me English, I will tell you maths in that. Every subject has got different connections. The whole Brahmandam. What is Brahmandam? The Milky Way galaxy, universe. That science is called the physics. Correct or not? Write down, otherwise you will forget. You don't have the habit of taking notes. The best habit is taking notes and making notes. Go back home, write paragraph. You don't get time to write all that what I am speaking, but the tagline is there, the rest you can fill it up. I want all of you to fill it up and send it to me. Not all of you. At least 5 children are my students tomorrow. I am happy. I will see that you will reach the highest in the world. That's my guarantee. But you must have that habit of taking note and making notes. The whole universe is called a Brahmandam, cosmology, cosmosis. Look at space, DrTPS. You will see a lot of lectures in which the cosmology, how the universe comes, all that I will speak. The last space day, I gave a lecture in Cochin. They have an MSc in space physics. MSc in space physics. Some of my students are there. In that, one of the planet is very close to us. Which is that planet? Close to us? Close to my heart. For you, Mars. Go to Mars then. Study about Earth is geography, social science. So the physics is the bigger subject, inside a small subject is geography. So if physics teacher do not know geography, what does it mean? You know what is inside the universe, you know only universe. Is it possible? Every physics teacher should know geography. And on the earth, what happens where, when it happened is history. Where it happened is geography. How it happened is politics. So ask where, when, why, how. You get answers. The whole social science is that. That's why it is called social science. It's also science. Don't think because somebody has given MA, it is arts and MSc is, no. BSc is, no, he has got a MA in mathematics. So it doesn't mean SC or A. It means knowledge. Okay. You are a master. That means I am a master. That should be the way. When you can become a master? When you are a bachelor. First bachelor, then master. And in that geography, look at plant separate, animal separate. Which teacher is that? Biology. So biology teacher is a subset of social science teacher. Which animal were? Sheep, Kashmir. Immediately economics will say, that is my subject. The wool is produced there. Carpet is made there, right? What produces where, what commerce happens there, depends on what geography, which animal, what will grow there. If sheep has to be there, grass have to be there. So geography defines what is there, right? Understood? So how can you say that I don't like geography, I like only biology? No, every biology student must understand geography. The problem is you have different classes and one teacher only looks like this, they don't look at the other class. Every teacher should connect to the other subjects. Dialogue should happen like that. Okay? Now the biology teacher will zoom inside microscope, look at the cell. And that cell is called cellular biology, molecular biology. Heard these words? Write down, stupid fellows. Don't look at my face. Look at your book. Up to cell, when you zoom, it's called 10 power minus 6 biology. Microbiology. Micro is a mathematics word. Biology cannot be defined without mathematics. So microbiology is 10 power minus 6 biology. Microbiology. Once upon a time in India in 1970s, lot of university colleges started microbiology, BSc, MSc. Now that is vanished. Why? All that biology they put into technology and biotechnology came. So what is biotechnology? Microbiology only put into practice. So what is technology? Physics. So biology married physics, it becomes technology, biotechnology. Are you getting? So can you learn technology without mathematics?
No.
Without physics? Without chemistry? No. Every doctor will take your pulse. That will become a graph. Echo, ECG, cardiogram. If you cannot see the graph, no mathematics, you won't understand. Maths is must. Electroencephalograph. My buddhi is working or not. EEG. I have been put under EEG. Electroencephalograph while taking class. They found a beautiful graph. No buddhi at all for DrTPS. You know why? I am not using my brain to teach you. It comes from my heart. My manas. I am not thinking and teaching you. It comes casually like this. Where does it come from? It comes from my hridayam. My heart. But none of you have heart. Because you have already given to somebody else. My sweetheart. They look at you, heartbeat will change. They don't look at you, heart attack will come. What a stupid age is this? Wasting your time, yeah, wasting your energy. At this level, you have a lover, girlfriend, you will be in that level only. You get into PhD, get a lover, they will be at that level. Do you want to be at this level, or you want to be internationally great? Tell me.
Internationally great.
Change. Don't waste your time chit-chatting. Every moment. What? Learn, learn, learn. Which subject? Every subject in the world. So Zoom, 10 power minus 6 biology. After 10 power minus 6, it becomes 10 power minus 9. Because Western system always after 30, 30, 30. 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. There is no other word. 100,000. 1,000 is 1 million. 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion. 10 million, 100 billion, 1 trillion. So always 0, 0, 3, 3, zeros. So micro, no 7 zeros. 9 zeros, it becomes which subject? Nanotechnology, no biology. Microbiology, nanotechnology, full physics. So biology teacher should hand over to physics teacher. Not enough. Chemistry teacher will say, zoom further, I will tell you what is inside that. Minus 13, minus 12 and beyond. Atoms will come. So who is a chemistry teacher? A biology teacher with a bigger microscope. Biology teacher will say only up to cell, life. Beyond that, chemistry. But then chemistry teacher will say, I know about atom. Have you seen atom in your life? Ask chemistry teacher. With your naked eye, can you see atoms? I will show all of you atoms now. With your naked eye. Ready?
Yes.
You have to go home and then teach your parents.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
All of you have hair? Assume you have a hair. Are you seeing my hair now? I am pulling one. You can't see, right?
No.
Why? It is too thin. But assume that thickness I cut and then make a small crystal and then show you this is there. Will you be able to see?
Yes.
No. You can't see. But assume that I show a light passing through here and the whole room is dark. That projector is on. I stand there and put my hair up. I am sure you will see that hair. So in a dark room, a slit of light passes. You will see small particle moving like the thickness of a hair. That is 300 atom size. So how many atoms I have shown you now? So have you seen atoms?
Yes.
I have shown you 300 atoms, yeah? That in Sanskrit is called Rajaha. What is it called? You can show at home also. Take the purest of the purest water. Okay? Clean, filtered water you take it in a burthen, clean burthen, put a torchlight, a slit of light goes inside, a slit of light will go inside, you will see small particle moving. In a dark room when the light goes, a small particle moving. Same particle you will see. It is not dust. It is called Rajaha. What is it called? Rajaha. Jala andara gade bhanau yat sushmam drishyate rajaha. When in water light goes, what you will see is called Rajaha. That is equivalent to one hair thickness cut into a small square piece. Tasya trimshattamo bhagaha paramanuriti sprudaha. Divide that into 300 pieces. What you will see is an atom. This is written by Kanadhan, the first chemist in India. But you will learn it as Niels Bohr who taught. It is not Niels Bohr. Before he was kneeling down, there was somebody else who taught this. Understood? We learn so many things from the Western science. All that, I am not saying all that, most of them, not most of them, at least a little of them we had in India. But what happened was we lost all of them. Mathematics was a daily ritual practice of doing puja. All of you will love mathematics if you hear that. You go to any temple, you will see the priest chanting. Ekam cha dasham cha sadam cha sadanta shatam cha sahasram cha ayutam cha prayutam cha niyutam cha vayutam cha kayutam cha etc. etc. He will go ekam 1, dasham, shatam, sahasram. You don't get good marks in mathematics, you will go and do some puja, give some money, he will go and teach mathematics to the God. It only says you do this learning every day, you will get it. That's it. And that is 1, 10, 20, no, 100, 1000. That is called the geometric progression. One chapter. Some God doesn't like a geometric progression. What is the first progression before that you learn? Arithmetic progression. Ekachame, trishashtame, panchajame, saptajame, navajame, ekadashajame, 1, 3, 5, 7. Arithmetic progression. Most of the prayers are maths, physics, chemistry like this. Got it? Now when you go to a water, take a little bit of water, you will pour it and then you will see India tourism advertisement. Water in the priest will put some water on the top and then pour it, right? You know what is the chanting there? Huh? It is actually called Surya Namaskar. During Surya Namaskaram they chant that. And that gives you velocity of light. Exactly the definition of velocity of light. the distance from the sun to the earth divided by ekena nimishardhena kramamana namastude. I salute you, my son, who travels all the distance in ekena nimisha ardhena. Half of a nimisha you come here, traveling so much of distance. The distance is also given. 2202 yojana. Yojananam. The chanting is yojananam. Yojana is distance. 12.11 kilometers is 1 yojana. You will see in Ramayana references of how many yojana Hanuman have travelled. The time was not kilometer, that time it was yojana in India. Yojananam sahasredo. That means 2000 sahasra. Deshate. De yojane. 2202 yojana. You travelled in this much distance. That is physics. So we had great vision, great physics in India. Now when you reach up to the atom, you have seen atom, but you don't stop there. What do? You go inside atom, you will see neutrons and electrons going around it. Correct? That subject is physics, nuclear physics. My younger son is a nuclear physics man, a scientist in American government with nuclear energy there. So tell me whether nuclear physics can be learned without chemistry. So he is a chemistry man, and chemistry has to be learned with material science, and he is a material science masters from Imperial College London. Before that, what he studied? BTech in mechanical engineering. So you tell me from where to where you can jump now. All of you should learn every subject. Start enjoying learning. How do you enjoy? Decide. How many of you are from 8th grade? Only one student. Why?
Actually, one student was also but
Will you be able to get 5 good friends? Okay. Create a beautiful group with 5 friends. 9th grade, how many are there? Why you have doubt? Somebody is, oh, Brahma will cut your hand off. Show like this, fast. You have a doubt or what? When somebody asks, all girls raise your hand. Then I will also. That's a girl, I am a girl or what? Why do you depend on somebody else? Immediately raise hands, 10th class. 11th. 12th. Yeah. What you should do is, I guarantee you 100% knowledge in all the subjects. I am not saying marks, that every buffalo will get. Very simple. 2 weeks, 100 out of 100 in all examinations. Because teachers don't make good questions. All old questions is put together and then given. I am not talking about your board exams, that's what happens. And keep practicing, that's why they get. I will tell you, I have gone to many schools, 420 children, all 420 A plus in all subjects. And I was given to give that golden some hanging. I said I will not come. When you give books, I will come as gift. So Manorama yearbook was given that year. So I was one who purchased maximum number of Manorama. I don't have sharehold with Manorama, don't worry. I am not making them to sell. At least some knowledge should be there in your almara. All these hanging have no meaning. What will happen after some time? You will show your children, I got it, you should also get it. What does it mean? And your husband will say, you got A plus but you are useless. You are educated but not useful for at least making. No, it's not. It doesn't make any sense. So that time when I was giving gift, English also A plus. I asked what is the spelling of circle? S-I-R-K-L-E. Even if you write S-I-R-K-L-E in exam, the teachers will give you 100 because they also have doubt. Because there are different English, right? Correct? African English also can be there. Indian English has to be there. German English is there. So many different English today. We don't know which Because English is such a subject language, we don't know what to write. Confusing, right? Yeah, so much of confusion. You should learn. Most important is you should learn. So how to learn? Take one chapter and decide 11th class which chapter you want to learn tomorrow. One subject, one chapter. Tell me fast. One student, tell fast. I am not seeing response.
Structure of atom.
Which class, which grade, which 11th. All of you have one task tomorrow. Read the chapter. This is also a message for teachers how to teach. Read the chapter thoroughly. Prepare the toughest question paper. You are not reading to learn. What are you doing? Reading to prepare the toughest question paper which you are going to gift to your friend, and then tell them answer if you can. You understood?
Yes.
While preparing, what are you doing? You are automatically studying, right? If you cannot answer those questions, will you be able to prepare a question? Got it?
Yes.
So all of you make a paper, write question paper with a lot of gaps. Okay? Be lavish. Let your parents spend money on you. No tuitions from today. If you go to tuitions, that's my shapa, you will never become good. That's my shapa. Because no good teacher is a tuition teacher in this world. Those who don't have sufficient job, though he took tuitions before getting a job as maths teacher. I am sure if he could have got a job in some school, payment, a good salary, he will not take tuitions. Correct? And what are you doing? If my maths teacher knows that my student is going to some other buffalo to learn maths, what is this fellow doing here in the class? I must commit suicide. I am unfit to be your teacher. I am giving beautiful breakfast to you, and immediately you go to a hotel and eat. What do your parents think about you? Will they be happy?
No.
Okay, now the question is, you know that you are going to eat in the hotel. Will you have your breakfast with all the taste?
No.
Having breakfast just to show your parents you ate something, you are not hungry, you go and eat there, will you be enjoying that? That also you are not enjoying. So actually it's a big curse in India. You must all see the series called the Kota Factory. Crash course. You will see how stupid is this. I was asking in a place called the Kota, if there are 1,000 physics teachers who can teach 12th class physics, India is one of the greatest country, right? So many physics great personalities. I have asked some of them basic questions in physics, they could not answer. They only taught how one chapter they can teach, not another chapter. They become too specialist of one chapter. But you have to learn many subjects, right? Don't. Yes, I agree, you can go. But you should go with that question paper you create in chemistry and give it to your tuition teacher. Answer this if you can. Don't refer books. Sit down. Write to this. Otherwise, all students should show your energy on this. And he will not walk in this world next tomorrow onwards. Understood?
Yes.
And chemistry, all of you should by heart, not the dining table, but the periodic table. One day, tomorrow, I am here for next 5 days. I'll call you and then on to the stage you will have to tell periodic table continuously in the order of atomic mass.
What
Huh?
about 7th class?
All classes. I am going to do this from KG also. And you will see 11th class children looking at them. The KG students will learn much faster than you. Because I am going to give you a trick nursery rhymes periodic table. Go on YouTube, you will see beautiful nursery rhymes for periodic table by hearted. Okay, so your young children, 7th class, you are in 7th? Yeah, 7th class should show 11th class. Hey Didi, shame, you don't know periodic table. I know periodic table. On the veranda, that is what I should hear. In the classroom before I come, that is what I should hear. Then I will say your school is a great school. What you should discuss is answer this if you can. And then what should happen? You take that question paper home. Refer any book you want. Write neatly. Paragraph wise, separate, long answer, short answer. No yes or no. Any yes or no, immediately below that, give reason should be there. You cannot justify why is it yes, why is it no. No question should be good question. Yes or no is okay, but justify. Okay, then all of you should buy one red ink pen. Okay, get it today. Then what you should do? Next day, your friend will give you the answer sheet. You evaluate. Find all the mistakes. They will give you in blue ink or black ink. You must correct it. And the whole paper should, that is why I want margins. Every word corrections. And tomorrow morning, the next day when they come, give the sheet, say that full of mistakes I found in your answer sheet. What is your discussion will happen the whole day, you tell me? You will start fighting. Tell me where is it wrong, why is it wrong. Your discussions will become maths, physics, chemistry, biology, English, all the subjects. Teachers can sit and relax and see them learning and you enjoy. And ultimately the end of the year, you collect all the question paper and then publish a guide for 10th class under your name. Teachers can become authors. Your question paper they will sell and then they will become authors, they make money. All CBSU school will get Delhi International School Edge published books. Lot of question paper, innovative question paper. How many questions and answers you can do? Every chapter, 1 or 2 days you take. 54 weeks, multiplied by 7 days. How many hours you sleep?
6.
I am not asking pretending sleeping. I am asking real sleeping time. Many of you don't sleep, you pretend that you are sleeping. Correct? Morning you will hear the sound of auto rickshaw, milk boy, paper boy, mother working in the kitchen, and Delhi International at the 12th class child is pretending that you are sleeping. Vivekananda says this is the biggest patakam, disease which India has, Tushni Bhavam. Pretending sleeping is the biggest problem India has. So you have to get up as soon as you wake up. You are my children from today onwards. Guarantee, tomorrow morning you are going to wake up. Who has more job? You have more job or your parents have more job? You have to pass your 12th class. You have to study all the subjects of all the classes now, because you have to challenge your elders. All 12th class should know, 7th class also. You can ask questions. You give a question paper to 12th class, brother, answer this if you can. Because if you don't study 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th class, you cannot get into IAS. I have got a book called Civil Service Prelims Handbook, which talks about your knowledge from 7th to 10th class will give you pass in civil service. Civil service exam is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th class exam. That's it. But people are writing it after graduation. So after 3 years, after 4 years, after 5 years, when they write, they forgot all this, therefore they fail. And how many are failing? 15 lakhs people are writing, 10 lakhs people are failing. The exam in which maximum number, all of them got A plus in all subjects during their school time. But what happened after some time? They forgot. You don't want to forget your 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. All of you should start question paper, answer it, evaluate, give it back. So who is your tuition teacher? Your brothers, younger or elder sisters or brothers. So give that money which you pay to some buffalo to your friends. Give them chocolates. Understood? Buy some nice chocolates, ice cream. You have answered it well. I got 100 out of 100. My red ink pen is not working now. Chocolate for you. Gift to your friends. You will become closest buddies. And when you go to MIT, Chicago, Cambridge, you will also tell, you were a good student in 7th class, I know you. You also join here. And reference will come. Abroad, best admissions happen only by reference. I have got a letter asking one of my students whom I have never seen from Kerala, studying in ISER, yesterday had sent me a draft for writing a recommendation to get admission in one of the universities. I recommend them based on not their marks, how much assignments they have done, how much questions they have asked. Munich, one of the best universities she wanted to go. I said, I will give you a recommendation letter. Send me a draft. The draft also will tell how good you are in English. She is studying for some other subject, microbiology, but I want her to write that English to me first. That English is not good, I will tell you are not to become matured. Learn English first. That's why they have got IELTS exam, TOEFL exams. All of you should become good. And it's easy, very simple, but not by looking at your friend and smiling when class happens. I know who is doing it in this class also. Internally 2 times I have seen, 3rd time I will give a shapa saying, you will never become good in your life. Ashirvada can be given, shapa also can be given. Understood? See, similar birds will fly all together. Why somebody is talking to you? Because you have got a Shakuni beside you. Somebody says talk to somebody else. It is not that buffalo who is talking is the creating problem. You are giving ear to him. Why are you sitting beside him? Why are you sitting beside him? Why can't you shift yourself and say, anyway this fellow is not going to be. When I am saying making a group, there will be some fellows who doesn't improve at all. Because they are not giving food at home. They are giving some other food, which is not to be given to human being. Their mood was something different. They have some problem. That is where they need a real counseling. Counseling happens, then mentoring happens. I am giving mentoring. Mentoring doesn't work unless the disease is cleared. Vitamin tablets doesn't work when you have disease. Got it? When you have fever, you will not eat for 2 days. Your disease will go. When you eat more, fever increases. Very simple. Understood? So you should know how to treat people. So take care. There may be 1 or 2 people among you who are not good. Just throw them out. Send them out of your company. Because they will not make a question paper, they will not help you. But if you do this, I will guarantee 100% the 8th, 9th grade, 10th grade. Now we are in the beginning. We have another 1 more year, right? Almost 10 months. Huge time. 10 months is 10 into 30, right? 300, right? 300. 10 months time you have to study. 10 into 30 days multiplied by 24 hours multiplied by 60 minutes. Huge time. How many subjects? 10 subjects. Divide by 10. You know how much time for each subject. Divide by number of chapters. You know how much time for each chapter. Finish it. If you cannot study like this, even if a teacher teaches you, and what is teacher's role? Check whether it is correct or not, whether people are doing it or not, mix the company, so that I will have a company for my chemistry buddy is different, physics buddy is different. There is no pointing every physics people who knows physics mixed together. I need somebody who doesn't know physics also to learn. That mixing will be the job of teachers. guiding them, putting them into job, seeing them it is doing. Okay, so if you have this practice, and lot of questions should come. When you make questions, you don't even understand something, ask questions. Class is a class where lot of questions and answers. Okay, so I have spent 1.5 hour, 1 hour 40 minutes, good enough. Lot of things I have written down. My number is 950. Don't write it down. Learn by heart. Show your 10 fingers like this. We are going to learn now. Pen down. 10 numbers. I will only tell once. You will have to. I will tell first 3 number. Repeat it inside. No sound. Then 2 numbers. All the 5 numbers to repeat. I will give some time. Repeat it. Then next 3 numbers. So all the 8 numbers you repeat. Pen down. Hands up. Right? And another last 2 number. So 10 numbers you will have to repeat internally. Then I will give you time to talk to your friend. Check with them whether the number is correct. And random I will come and ask. You will have to tell. Otherwise, you want to test my energy? Do it. 950 20 388 75. Tell me what's my number? See, Shraddhavan, write it down. Shraddhavan labhate, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. What is Bhagavad Gita's message? Bhagavad Gita says only people who have concentration, Shraddha, will get knowledge. This is a book released on this stage on 14th April in your school. The first release of this book happened in this stage. Bhagavad Gita told like this, one sloka, but not slokas are there. No slokas, but Bhagavad Gita is inside. It's like question and answer. From my student asking me, I answered a lot of questions. Okay? So you can get this book. I am going to put this, whoever correspond to me, I will send you the list of books. Look at my books. See, some of them are downloadable from internet, but for this somebody has spent money. So whatever being collected will go to them to make many more books. There are 20 books which I got, which will be kept with your principal here. And you want copies to read, you can ask me. There is psychological books, fun, poetry. Read that, you should know how to write poems. That's my aim. My aim is not showing that I can write. I want all of you to write poems. All of you to write books. So I'll teach you how to make books. Right? Make some draft and send it to me. I'll make it perfect and give you back. And no credit. I don't require. It's yours. Okay? Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. So what Bhagavad Gita says? Only if you have concentration you can learn. So what's my number? Tell your friend. Even if I repeat it 10 times non-stop fast, you will not by heart. Understood? So continuously talking blah 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 in the class doesn't make any sense. What is to be done? Stop, 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 make you to repeat it. So one chapter can be finished one day. Only when you prepare and come. Now you have history book, right? One chapter. What you should do? Take the history book. That chapter become a poster for you. A0 size. Make a beautiful chart paper. Draw a line. That is called number line. Put 0 here. This is BC. This is AD. The whole history becomes a ABCD. AD and BC. What is history? ABCD. AD and BC. Draw it. Mark. 1920 Congress President Mahatma Gandhi. Write it there. So your chart will have 1920. Mark there Mahatma Gandhi. Which place? So and so place. Write it there. So if you have Excel sheet, make it as an Excel sheet. The whole history in the world, not in India, the whole world, I made an Excel sheet. So it's easy for me. When Wordsworth was writing poem, in India who was writing poem? That's why I see the graph. Oh, India, this poet was there, this was the poet there. Swami Vivekananda went to Ramakrishna, he stayed there 6 years. After 6 years, Ramakrishna died, then few years. After Ramakrishna died, 2 years, he went to Chicago. September 11th, he went there, he gave a talk. It was only 4.5 minutes. Then he stayed there 1 year. Study all these, it becomes history in front of you. That is how I am able to guide people for civil service. History of India becomes one line, one chart. Okay. Nehru died when I took birth. 1964. Indira Gandhi died when I took my MSc admission. Rajiv Gandhi died when I got my job. So I relate with what happened in India with my age. Become simple, right? C.V. Raman, 28th February. That is why National Science Day. And how many years he lived? 28 reverse, 82 years he lived. Yeah. Understood? So all your chapters should become number line, make charts. So whichever subject you want, your group should decide which chapter which you are doing, and then I will ask you to come and present here. That will be the next 2-3 days. Fine? So tomorrow you have 1 day to make question paper, distribute among yourself. My number is not given just for fun. Message. I get thousands of messages. I answer all of them. Ask me any question. Look at my YouTube. Comment to them. Okay? Thank you. Bye.